السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم نرجو رحمتك فلا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين وأصلح لنا شأننا كله لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم أحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم اجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. اللهم احفظنا تحت ظل عرشك لا يكون ظل إلا ظلك. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم يا أيها الإخوة، يا أيها المشاركون، يا أيها المشاركين، كيف حال؟ أخبارك؟ أو أتمنى أنكم بخير. اليوم إن شاء الله سنبدأ بدرس جديد، درس ثاني من جزء ثاني. هذا الجزء من كتاب دروس اللغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها. اليوم سنبدأ هذا الدرس يبحث على كان وأخواتها. في درس ماضٍ أكملنا إن وأخواتها. هذا الدرس يتكلم بالكان وأخواتها إن شاء الله. So just I will be sharing the screen and we will be starting this kana. The inna we completed in last session, in our last classes we have completed that. Now we are going to start with kana. كما قلت هذه أفعال ناقصة. نعم، يعني بالنسبة الفعل إما تام أو إما ناقص كما قلت لكم. نعم، الفعل إما تام أو ناقص. بالنسبة تام معنى complete وناقص معنى incomplete. ما هو مثل تام? We can say, and I told you that this fi'l is a verb, so this verb will be associated with time. The time can be in past or in present or in future depending upon the situation, but a noun will never ever be having any time associated with it. I say water, I say milk, I say camel, I say human, I say boy. They are names, but you cannot say a time is associated with them. But if I say write, play, watch, read, swim, so all these activities, if I say like in Tam, I say kataba, I say akala, he wrote, he ate, and I frame an example, I say qara'a al-Qur'ana. Hamid read, that qara'a is a verb. Hamid is the doer of action, is a fa'il, is a doer of action, and this will be the subject, and this Quran is the object because the work was done on the Quran that the Hamid read it. This is a fi'l tam. There is a complete segregation and clarity of the verb having a doer of action and an object. Now in naqis, In that case, it's naqs. It means nuks. It will not be kana wa akhwatuha. Kana and sisters, they are a part of this naqis. Because why we say this? Because they try to act like a verb, but they fail to do it. They fail to do it because they are naqis. They don't have that much of doer of action and something on which the work can be done. That's why we say they are we say al-af'alun nakisa. We say al-af'al فعل الجمع أفعال فعل واحد أفعال جمع الأفعال الناقصة الأفعال الناقصة. نعم الأفعال الناقصة. وكان وأخواتها, we should remember that as inna wa akhwatuha. I just want to ask you a question. For inna wa akhwatuha, can you give an example of inna? Can anyone give me an example of inna? No, I'm saying an example of inna, a sentence. Inna Allah, just let's keep it simple. Inna Allah
Ma sabirin.
Inna Allah ghafurun. Let's say Inna Allah ghafurun. Inna Allah ghafurun. So what is this Allah? What is this Allah?
Ismu inna.
It is Ismu. This is Ismu inna, and ghafurun is
Khabaru inna.
Khabaru. Ismu inna, and this is Khabaru inna. We know Ismu inna is mansoob and Khabru inna is marfu. That's why we say inna wa akhwatuha tansibul isma wa tarfa'ul khabara. Tansibul isma, that they will give a nasab to the ism and they will give a rafa to the khabar. But once we say kana wa akhwatuha, kana will also be having ismu kana and khabaru kana. Ismu kana and khabaru kana, like we have for inna, like same we have for kana. Because they try to act like a fail, but they don't, but they fail to do it. That's why they have a ismu kana and khabaru kana. I say, if I frame an example with kana, firstly, what is the translation of kana? Kana means, what is the meaning of kana?
Was.
Kana will be having, if we try to translate it, we will say kana means was. So if we have to give an example with kana, I say kana Zaidun naiman. Kana Zaidun naiman. Now we will say kana wa akhwatuha. What is the Zaid? This is ismu kana. And why? What is this naiman? This is
Khabaru kana.
Khabaru kana. Now let us make a big picture for this. I say kana Zaidun naiman. Zad was sleeping. Zad was sleeping. Now in this I say that Zaid is ismu kana, and naim is khabaru kana. The interesting part is we say inna wa akhwatuha tarfa'ul isma wa tansibul khabara, that the ism will be marfu and khabar will be mansub. Tarfa'ul isma wa tansibul khabara, that it gives a dhamma to the ism and it gives a fatah to the khabar. If you will see this sentence, kana Zaidun naiman, and you see kataba Zaidun darsa or darsan. This thing will make it clear why they are naqis, why they are tam, and why they are naqis. Here is kataba is the fa'al, kataba Zaid often Zaid wrote. What he wrote? He wrote his dars. Kataba Zaidun darsan. Zaid is the subject and darsan is the object. This is mansoob and this is marfu. Now if we see kana, Zaid is marfu, like the subject, and the naim is also mansoob. So see the similarity between these two. But this we will not say this is a file. The subject, we will say this is ismu kana. It is a subject of kana. Or you say appropriate will be saying a noun of kana, a subject, and you say for the naim, you say this is khabaru kana. This is khabaru kana. This is the predicate of kana, and this is a subject of kana. But they act like dhamma and mansub. This is dhamma and this is fatah. Same like with the verb. But unfortunately, they don't have that potential which this verbal sentence. That's why we say they are af'alul naqisa. They are af'alul naqisa. And this kana is having sisters like inna. The sisters are like kana. The all favorite laisa, asbaha, then we have amsa yumsi, adha. We have bata, mazala. We have dhalla. They are all sisters of the kana. Once we say it means was, and what is the translation for sara? Sara means became. Laisa means not. Then others also asbaha, adha, they are all meaning of became. So they all have was the same meaning of became. Yani in morning, like we say amsa is the night time, asbaha is the morning time. Then we have adha is also the morning, and all have the meaning of became. Like if I say like we say amsa amilu became tired in the evening. Amsal amilu mut'ab or mat'ab. All these have all the azkar. Amsaitu. It start with this, that in the morning we say, and laisa is like for not. We say laisa labanu haran, that the milk is not hot. So, or we say for al ma'u haran, that the water became hot. So all these have the meaning became, and inshallah in the lesson they all will, many of these sisters will come and we will try to study about them. So this was just a brief introduction about this. So if we try to define, if kana wa akhwatuha, we will say they are fi'alun naqisun, or and we can also say wa jamidun. Jamid means that their khabar comes with bi ahkamil hakimin. Alaysa Allahu, we say alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. So here we say laysa Allahu is not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alaysa Allahu, this is ismu laysa. Okay, this is ismu laysa, it is marfu. Then this is khabru laysa, but it comes with bi. So this laysa comes with a khabar bi. That's why we can add that these kana wa akhwatuha are like fa'lu naqis wa jamidun. Now coming on to the exercise, we have ta'mal mayali. So we have to ponder what is coming. Ta'ammala yata'ammalu ta'ammal. Now this is a simple sentence here. Hamidun talibun. That Hamid is a student. Hamid is mubtada and talib is khabar. This is mubtada, this is khabar, this is subject, this is predicate. Is there any doubt in this sentence? Hamidun talibun. Which chapter is this of book number 1? Book number 1, which chapter is this? Hamidun talibun, mubtada khabar. Dr. Himayu.
Yes, Ustad.
Dr. Himayu.
Naam,
Dr.
naam.
Zahid. Which chapter is this? Mubtada khabar. أي درس هذا مبتدأ خبر من جزء أول. درس رابع. يعني we are now this is book number 1. Hamidun talibun, that Hamid is a student. Now I have to say Hamidun laysa bi talibin. Hamidun laysa bi talibin, that Hamid is not a student. Hamid is not a student. So here comes the laysa. This is one of the sisters of Kana. Here the translation of laysa will be not. Hamidun, Hamidun, and one more sister is of Kana is also Laita. Laita. Any verse from the Quran? Laita? Ya Laitani?
Sir, I think Laita is a sister of Inna.
طيب أحسنت. Laita is sister of Inna. Just I was checking you are sleeping or صح. Laita is a sister of Inna. Just I was just seeing whether you are awake or you are all sleeping. طيب, so we have Laysa, Hamidun Talibun, Hamidun Laysa bi Talib. That Hamid is not a student. Now here once we try to analyze this sentence, we say that Hamid is Mubtada. Hamid is Mubtada. Now what is this Laysa bi Talibin? Now this will come as Khabar. Now this will come as Khabarun. But once we try to segregate this Laysa, we say Laysa is, what is Laysa? We say it is
Sister of Kana.
Kana wa akhwatuha. Yeah, it's the sister of wa akhwatu Kana. Tayyib Laysa. So where is the Ismu Laysa? Where is the Ismu Laysa? Where is the Ismu Laysa?
Hamidun.
Hamidun. Hamidun.
Ahsant. Hamid is the Ismu Laysa and Bitalibin is Khabru Laysa. But it will always come as Jar Majroor because it has come in the Quran like this. Like as I give an example, Alayhisallahu bi ahkamil hakimin, Alayhisallahu bi. It comes with a bi ahkamil. Bi is harf jar. So this is Jar Majroor, Shubi Jumla, Khabru Laysa. Khabru Laysa. So we will say Hamidun laysa bi talibin. Hamidun, we will say Hamidun laysa bi talibin. So we will say that Hamid is Ismu Laysa. What is Laysa? It's Akhwatu
Kana.
Kana. But we need to define this also. We will say it is, what is it? Fi'lun
Naqisun.
Naqisun wa Jamidun. Then we have bi talibin. We will say bi is harf jar, harfu jarrin, and talib is ism majroor. Then we will say jar majroor should be jumla
خبر
Khabru laysa, who is a jar majroor. Jar majroor should be jumla khabaru laysa. This is the way we will define this sentence. Then we have at-tullabu sigharun, that the students are laysu bisighar. 14 uh, uh, we say the ways we read it, like we have for fail, like we have fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'altuma, fa'altum, fa'alti, fa'altuma, fa'altuma, fa'altu, fa'alna. So these ways we do. Now we same wise we have for laisa. We have for laisa. We have for laisa. Then we'll have laisa, laisa, laisu. Then it will be laisat. Then it will be lasna. Then it will be lasta, lastuma, lastum, lasti, lastuma, lastunna. Then it will be lastu and lasna. Now by this, laisu, laisat, laisata, lasna, lastuma, lastunna, lastu and lasna. So all are mentioned here. Now, like the students are small, at-tullabu laysu bisighar. At-tullabu laysu not small. So these are the sentences, inshallah. Just I request you to go through these sentences and inshallah post it in the group if you have any problem in these sentences. If you are facing any problem in the translation or in the qawaid which we studied today, this exercise you just read this and write this sentence in your notebook and try to analyze them. جزاكم الله خيرا يا إخوان. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. وأقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم. جزاكم الله خيرا وأحسن الجزاء. بارك الله فيك.